Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about a program to find Fibonacci series. We all know that how Fibonacci series works, and this is a recursive version of Fibonacci series. So this is a program for that. We will discuss how it works using recursive function. Now just run the program. It is running, and we are getting the value 0, 1. Then 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, 0, 1, then 0 plus 1, 1, then 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5. This is a way we are getting the Fibonacci series. So I mentioned the value 5 here, so that is why it reaches up to 5. Okay, and this is a program for I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Fib of I. So I value will be passed to the function. Function is getting called from here, and the value for I is initially first time it is 0. After the first iteration, I value is incremented by 1, and then again fib of 1, then fib of 2, likewise. Okay. So we are going to discuss in detail about this program, and here this is a function definition. In this function definition, if I value equal to 0, then it returns 0. So the entire this Fibonacci condition gets false. Then if I equal to 1, then it returns 1. Okay. If other than these two values, zeros and ones, then it goes to fib of I minus 1 plus fib of I minus 2. So these are the this is a program for finding the Fibonacci series. Fib of I minus 1 plus fib of I minus 2. So these two are function calling statement, and this statement calls the same function again and again. That is why it is said to be recursion, calling the same function again and again. Okay. So let me check how it works. Okay. This is a program. Okay. And initially I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 5, fib of I. So initial value of I equal to 0. So I am taking this program into a separate space, and I am going to replace the value of I as the exact value 0, verifying whether 0 equal to 0, condition true. It returns 0. That means all the else cases are not true, because if 0 equal to 0, it returns 0 and the entire program gets completed. This entire program gets completed. It returns 0. It returns 0 in the sense it will print 0 here. Okay. So this fib of 0 function returns a value 0, and that value is printed here. Okay. Then I value is incremented by 1. So I equal to 1. Fib of 1 is the new value. So again we are passing that value fib of 1 here. 1 equal to 0, condition false. Here else case, if this condition is false, it comes to the second else. It's a nested if else statement. So in this case, else if of 1 equal to 1, condition true, it returns a value 1. Okay, that means this else statement is not going to execute because this condition is true. So it returns a value 1. It returns a value 1, it moves on to the calling statement. It returns a value 1 to this calling statement. It is in the printf statement. Okay, so it prints a value 1 here. Okay, then I value is equal to now incremented by 1, so 2. I value is 2. Okay, so I am replacing the value of I as 2. 2 equal to 0, condition false. 2 equal to 1, condition false. That means these two cases are false. It comes on to the third else statement. Here fib of I minus 1 plus fib of I minus 2. That means what? Fib of I, that is 2 minus 1, plus fib of 2 minus 2. Okay, and the final value is fib of 1, and this is fib of 0. So this is the first function calling function. This is the second calling function in the same function itself. So I am going to handle the first calling function with this program. Okay, I am dealing with this one now. Okay, this fib of 1. Okay, and it's waiting for a value for the fib of 1. Okay, compiler is going to process this fib of 1 now. Okay, so the value of fib of 1 is here. So I am assigning the value of 1 here. 1 equal to 0, condition false. 1 equal to 1, condition true. So it returns a value. That means this else statement will not work. Okay, because this condition is true. It returns a value 1 here. So we are getting the value 1 as a result of this function call. Okay, so 1 is there. Next, I am calling the second case. Okay, second one, fib of 0. So passing using the function calling, I am replacing the value of I as 0. 0 equal to 0, condition true. All the else cases will not execute. It returns a value 0. So here we are getting the value 0 now. So this fib of 0 returns the value, that the resultant value is 0. And the final resultant value of for this function fib of 2 is 1 plus 0. That means the result is 1. So it returns a value 1 to the calling function. Where? To the calling function is here. Fib of 2 is the calling function, so it comes on to the value. So it prints the value 1. Okay, that's over. Next, I value is incremented by 1. So 3. Fib of 3, that is the the next iteration. So fib of 3. So value, I am going to replace all those cases. Okay, fib of 3. 3 equal to 0, condition false. 3 equal to 1, condition again false. Then here a return of fib of 3 minus 1 plus fib of 3 minus 2, that is the function call. So I am going to handle the first case because two functions are getting called here. We are going to call those functions individually, and finally we are adding those two resultant values. Okay, here fib of 3 minus 1, that is 2, and here we are getting fib of 1. Okay, compiler again calls the function. Okay, this is the third case. Here calling function is what? Calling function is 2. So fib of 2 is the process that we are going to handle. So 2 equal to 0, return 0, condition false. 2 equal to 1, condition false. Here fib of 2 minus 1 plus fib of 2 minus 2. Okay, so compiler, so the result is also waiting. Likewise, fib of 2 is waiting for the result from this function. Intermediately, again this function calls the same function again. 2 minus 1, that is what? 1. And it is waiting for the result. So again the function calls for fib of 1. So fib of 1 is this one. So 1 equal to 0, condition false. And 1 equal to 1, condition true. It returns a value. It returns a value to here. So the value is 1. Plus the second part of this function calling, that is a fib of 2 minus 2, that is what? 0. Okay, so again it calls the function 0. 0 equal to 0, condition true. So it returns a value 0. So what happens? This is 0. 1 plus 0 is what? 1. So this entire condition completes its job and eliminates. And now this is running. This function is running. So it returns a value, finally it returns a value 1 to its previous function from where it is called. So fib of 2 is the process that is running out of this fib of 3. In this fib of 3 we call fib of 2. As part of fib of 2 we are running all those things. Okay, it returns a value and that value is replaced here. So return 1 is here again. So this condition, this program is eliminated. Next, fib of 1. So again we are processing fib of 1. Fib of 1 equal to 0, condition false. 1 equal to 1, condition true. It returns a value 1. Okay, so it returns a value 1. Okay, it returns a value 1, and this program, this subprogram completes its job, and we got the value, final value as 2. Okay, return 2. It returns a value. It returns a value to where? To the from where it is called. It is fib of. It's a result of fib of 3. It's a result of fib of 3. As a result of fib of 3, it returns the value 2 here. So it's printing the value 2. Now I value is incremented by 1 4. Okay. So likewise, it is getting processed. So this is a way this Fibonacci series get works in the case of a recursive function. So all of you please execute the program by writing it on a paper and write the functions individually with the help of values. Okay, we're substituting the values on the function, and then only it will be understandable. Please try with the help of values. Okay, then only you will get a clear idea. Thank you for watching.